Boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Welcome to the show. Boom, boom. Confessions of a former fuckboy. Boom, boom, boom. From Minister Bink.
To it, my man. You're being recorded right now for Chronicles of a Reformed Fuckboy show. This is Minister Binkey. People are like, why are you calling yourself minister? I don't know. Because I'm a motherfucking minister. Because I'm a fucking minister. All right, man. There's a wide array of things I want to cover today. I would like to introduce the world back to my brother Chris. What an enlightened, dope ass individual. His artistry is off the chain. I really do mean that. Why are you laughing, man? I'm giving you a dope ass intro.
Just fucking enlightened, and I was like, fucking enlightened. Like,
yeah,
good. I'm glad someone thinks I am. Fuck, I didn't. But yeah, no, my eyes off the goddamn chain. I'm a fantastic artist.
I'm a fantastic artist.
Fantastic artist.
I love it. No, honestly, man, you're
Hurst.
Say what?
I was just plugging my Instagram again, as always.
Oh, do it again.
Hi. My Instagram is ink.hurst, Hurst. That's where you can find all the fantastic visual feasts that you could ever lay your fucking eyes on. Soak them in, just look at them and be like, ooh, maybe I could have some of that in my home. That's exactly how you're going to feel as soon as you go on Instagram. Or on your skin, because I'm a tattoo artist, so.
Wow, that's a great plug, sir.
Yeah, do what I can.
All right, man, let's jump into it, bro, because I really want to talk about some shit today. We were trying to wonder, like, how we're going to pick up from last week. First of all, great show last week. You did a great job, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, guy. I've been going through some shit lately, Chris. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So really, let's talk about mental health, like mental fuckboy health, right? Because here's the thing. With being a fuckboy sometimes, or, have been a fuckboy, you get repercussions from that shit. Either you're pushing something down and not allowing it to come up, or you're letting the bullshit come up, or you're obviously affecting other people in a way that's fucked up with their heart and their mind. So when it comes back to you, what is mental health? Like, why are people fuckboys in the first place? And then because of the consequences of being a fuckboy, like, how do you review that? Like, how do you get through that?
Okay, man. Well, I think we've got two instances here that affect this. We've got what I call, if I know what I'm going to call, like base layer, like early trauma and stuff like that. Like your relationship with your parents, like how you were brought up, what was going on in your house as you were a kid, which teaches you what love looks like. And we have to deal with that our entire lives. Like, that's going to be the shit your fucking therapist is hearing all about. Like, how your relationship with your mum is, like how you learned to survive as a child. That's a huge part of it.
All right, you wanna jump into this aspect of it, if you don't mind. Like, what is your relationship like with your mom, and like where you? I mean, we already admitted that we were fuckboys at one point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And have the fucknicities still in our system. But like, what's your relationship with your mom? I'm sorry, with your mom.
My relationship with my mum now is pretty good, but that has come from a lot of work. Right. Like, when I was a teenager, me and my mum, like, we did not get along. We did not get along at all. Like, I was like, she was very fucking depressed, and so she was doing the best she could, but it wasn't a great environment to be in, And so you learn as a teenager, as a child, to adapt to those situations, to make yourself, to protect yourself, and to get what love you can, or to get what you need out of those situations. And so I think something it left me with was like a real deep-seated feeling of not being enough, of not being worthy of love, of not being worth people's time and effort. Because I feel like I didn't get that, I didn't get that instilled in me as a child, that I was worthy of love, that I was allowed to be loved just as I am.
And for my audience members, he's saying loved. He's saying he's allowed to be loved. Loved, Loved, loved. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
No problem.
And so that has left me with a feeling as an adult that I need to do things for this love, that I need to be exemplary, that like I need to be out of the ordinary to be worth love. And so if I am not at my best, then I'm not worth loving. Or even if I am at my best, like I still struggle to internalize the fact that people fucking like me, that people care about me.
It's so weird. I find that to be still weird. And I know where it comes from. And people have explained it to me. You've explained it to me. You know what I'm saying? We all have our issues and shit like that. But like when I see a dope motherfucker, man, and I know they're dope, like them not seeing their dopeness still puzzles me. And I'm a grown and I totally I can understand or at least empathize to where it comes from. But it's like, but even though you come from trauma, even though you didn't know that you were worthy of love, look at you. How do you still have eyes? You still have eyes. You still like, look at you. You're amazing. And I'm talking about people who are dope, not like you or anything. Okay. But honestly, like it's one of my gifts that God gave me is to see the dopeness in people and try to help them see it for themselves, because my vision for that is so blatant. You know what I'm saying? It's so it's like a different color that doesn't exist yet. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do you not see yourself? But
yeah, you're a hype man.
Yeah, I'm a hype man all day. I'm gonna hype you up all day. All day. I got you. Cause it's like, you need to see it. Like, I can't believe you don't see it, but I understand, man.
Well, that's the thing. Like, sorry, go on.
No, please. I was bullshitting. I was talking about, I was going to say my relationship with my mom, is different now. I'm adopted. You know what I'm saying? I'm adopted. I got adopted when I was like 2 months old. So my mom is my mom. That's all I know. My mom was young when she adopted me, though. Like, young when she adopted me and young when she had kids herself. And so, like, I think that there were some things that happened where it's like my mom acted like a child in some senses with my sisters. And I saw, like, I don't know, like kind of a shitty example of how to treat people when you're mad or whatever. Yeah. And that kind of crossed over into my relationships at some point. But my relationship with my mom growing up was pretty great, though. My mom I wish she was more physically affectionate, but like, whatever. I get that. But like, as far as like being a really dope person, man, like my mom is dope. She's very giving, very loving, very like she's, she'll give her last to somebody. And I'm kind of like that as well. Like, I get that dopeness from her. But then I met my biological mother 5 years ago, like right before I went to Thailand. Like, I'm talking like 5 months before I left, bro. And
that's intense.
Bro. And what had happened with her, I actually had a fucking a number read from this lady who was really dope on Enneagrams and in Thailand, and I was helping her. She was like, yo, if you help me get people here for an hour session, I'll give you a free hour session. I was like, bet. She put me in her hour session. Oh, I mean, bet means I agree. Okay, sorry.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, should we let's stick to what's relevant, yeah?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Not to interrupt your story.
That's fair. That's good. That's good. And and so I was just clarifying for you, by the way. Mm-hmm. And so she, at the end of the conversation, we had an hour-long conversation. She didn't ask me anything about my parents. At the end of the conversation, she was like, all right, you're a number, I think she said 4, I believe. I can't remember. But she also was like, you need to work out the relationship with your mom. And I was like, what? First of all, what? Second of all, which one? The fuck? Wait. And she was like, I don't know. She was like, this relationship with your mom.
Yeah, it's your mom, work it out.
Right. Pick one. Yeah, man. And I worked on, after she told me that, I sent a long email to my biological mother about how I didn't trust her at first and how I saw a lot of myself in her, and it was the side of myself that I was not fucking with, like the manipulative side, the fucking smooth operator side that gets what they want type shit. And I was like, oh, I know you, lady, and I don't like that part.
Yeah. That's a fucking thing, dude. Like, we're taught who we are by our parents. And it's kind of really interesting. There's so much of the Oedipal stuff, man. Like, your mother is essentially who you project onto your romantic partners. Mm-hmm. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
He's like, actually, that's fucked up.
Because that's who, like, that is your relationship with woman, not with women, with woman.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you gotta heal the cracks that are in that relationship. And like throughout my time in therapy, I really noticed like some of the things that I find really challenging about my mum are some of the things that I hate most about myself. Like, she used to do this thing where like I'd go back over Christmas or something, and then we'd all be going out for like a meal, and then she'd be like, "Oh, none of you want me to be there." And I was like, "Mum, we're having this fucking meal because of you." And then she'd throw a huge fit, and nothing I could do would be enough to be like, "Hey, we're doing this for you." Like, me and the boys wouldn't just have a meal. Like, we're doing it for you. And there was nothing I could say that would be enough. There was no logical argument I could put forth to make her understand that. And like, there are times when I'm like that, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck me! Just look at me doing the thing." Like, there is nothing that anyone can do to tell me that I'm enough, because there's nothing. It's like we were saying, like, fill in the hole, man. You've got to fill it yourself. There's nothing out there that can make you feel like enough.
Yeah, bro.
And this is where the fuckboy aspect comes into it. You know, if you're like pouring like good-looking hippies into the hole, or fucking like cool fucking tattoo chicks, or fucking whoever else, like, you can chase and chase and chase, but that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
There is no catching. There is no satisfaction in it. You're running away more than running towards.
Yeah. And they're just falling through the hole. That's all they're doing.
Exactly. Just like this bit, and if you ain't fucking, like, that's the thing. If you're doing that, you're destroying people. Like, you're ruining people's lives because you think you want them. You think you want the relationship. You think you want, like, the sex. But really, you just want to feel. You just want to be okay. And there is no amount of, like, another person that will make you okay.
That's 100%, bro. So, all right, let's talk about solutions then. You were talking about you've been in therapy before. How's that been for you?
I'm in therapy right now, man. I had therapy today.
Yeah. This is therapy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is therapy. Yeah, I mean, it's not, but it's good.
Hey, fuck you, dog. We got credibility here, man. We got...
Just because you're a fucking minister, man.
Whoa. I didn't say that. Okay? I didn't say that was the reason. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that two men talking openly about some bullshit that they've done, been through, and are going through is necessary to hear.
Yeah, strongly agree. Like, men need to fucking open up. Like, and it's extremely difficult in our culture to make that happen because it's terrifying. We're constantly taught not to deal with our emotions, not to process our emotions in any healthy way other than via consumption of, like, fucking drugs and alcohol, primarily alcohol because we're fucking Westerners.
And sex.
Sex, because we're constantly sold sex. So we're told, like, oh, having a bad time? Get drunk and fuck somebody. That'll solve all your problems. If not, here's the new Toyota. Like,
that was a good American accent. Hey, could you say Toyota again?
The new Toyota Yaris comes with 4-wheel drive and a V8 engine.
Chris, I am impressed.
Nobody will notice that you hate yourself.
That is amazing, Chris. Good job, bro. Good job.
Thanks. Anytime.
Toyota.
Anyway, we were talking about how men need to get down to their feelings and express them in a more healthy way.
100%, man. But, look at us. I want to see our dopeness. We're right here. We are the change that we are asking for. You know what I'm saying? We will bring other brothers online with this shit because it's super necessary. And it's freeing. I want brothers to know that it is freeing. Like, to get this shit off, bro, it is a giant nut bust. I'm telling you, it is squirt McGirt.
It's like taking a giant shit.
Oh my God. What's better? A giant shit or?
Depends on the context.
Fair enough. Let's move on.
In other news.
Right. The new Prius is, all right. Nah, bro, I think this is really important, bro. Honestly, my father is a quiet person when it comes to these type of things. Him and my mother talk. You know what I'm saying? My mother, they've been married for fucking 38 years or something like that since they were children, and they're still married. And I know what a successful marriage looks like, whatever success is to you, but they're still together and they still love each other. I know that.
38 years seems successful for your longevity. Are they happy?
Yeah. I don't know if they're happy with each other, but I see them being happy. I definitely see them being happy. I can tell when people are being fake. My mom can be, she hides her feelings from the rest of the family, but not from him.
Yeah.
They close that door at nighttime and then it's just them two. And it's just been them two the whole time. So I appreciate that, but I wish she talked to us more about her real shit.
Anyway, men open it up.
Yeah, and that's a tie-in because I think everybody needs to open up more, but men we're taught not to, so we really don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So therapy. What else? What else we got? We got therapy. We got us talking to each other. What else?
I want to hit therapy harder, man, because there was a lot of stigma around therapy, and it took a lot for me to go to therapy. It took a lot. Like I realized that I was destroying the relationship I was in because of jealousy. And that had ruined like a lot of my relationships beforehand. And I was like, fuck, I'm doing the same thing again.
Jealousy of your partner?
Yeah, man, just jealousy in general. Because in the same way I said, before how I didn't feel like anything was enough to make me feel full. Mm-hmm. And so my partner then was like my source of love, my source of feeling okay. Like, how fucking twisted is that? And then like, you can twist your mind to say that anything is a threat to that. You can be like, oh, she's going out to dinner with some friends. Like, that's it. Like, she's going to meet someone who's better than me and blah, blah. And before you know it, you're just like Gollum on the end of a phone, just like, no, nobody can see you because you are mine.
The precious will stay here.
And it's fucking hideous, man. There's such emotions based on fear, and they will fucking cripple you. So you got to get to the fucking bottom. I swear so much. You got to get to the bottom of.
No, it's necessary. Happening. Necessary. Fuck that. It's necessary. Get in there.
Yeah. So yeah, you need help to get to the bottom of why that's happening and why that's a thing you're doing and why you feel like that. Man. And there are trained professionals to help you fucking do that. So I cannot recommend therapy highly enough.
Man, there is a demographic, bro, in the black community of older black men, and they literally are like the silent generation. Head down, blue collar work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
make sure you take care of people, take care of the family, but don't express any of the terrible, racist, fucked up shit you've gone through. You just got to push it down and keep going, or they had a very work or die situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so like I got, father figures in my life and around that age who are just, man, they're so angry, man. They're so angry.
Yeah.
And and to talk to them, to try to get them to express themselves is, man, it's some of the hardest shit I've ever seen, because this is years of oppression pressed down, years of not being able to express yourself pressed down. You know what I mean? Like, it's hardcore, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting through that fucking armor. And that's what it is. It's armor. Every time you don't release an emotion, it fucking calcifies around your heart.
100%, yeah.
And that is it's fucking hard to get through, man. Like, I won't even compare myself to these guys. I won't say we're in the same fucking ballpark, But yeah, I had a few years of just fucking, like, not expressing, like, my time in the fucking army, my, like some of my time in Cambodia, and then, like, as soon as someone cracked into that, it was like someone bursting a fucking ulcer. I'd never felt, like, release like it. So cathartic.
Like, because that's the thing, though. It's like, as artists, we get to express ourselves. You feel me? Like, even if we're going through our bullshit, we can just, man, I can pick up a microphone, you can pick up a fucking a tattoo gun or a paintbrush and just really go in and at least get a layer of it off of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it doesn't drive us totally fucking insane. But like, people who don't have that, like, you better talk to some motherfucking body. Like,
right.
You will kill everybody in this bitch.
That's the thing, man. Like, it'll eat you alive from the inside. It'll just eat you alive.
Yeah, man. Yo, this is dope, man. This is dope.
Yeah. So people need to talk, and people really need to talk. And I'm constantly saying, like, on my Instagram to my friends, to whoever's fucking like there, it's like, hey, you need someone, give me a shout. And it can be difficult between men. It can be really difficult between men because until you've got past that, like, until you've crossed the threshold of, oh yeah, you know, we're both dudes, you know, it's all right, yeah, we're you know, all that kind of fucking bullshit. Like, yeah, you know, just like the sound of masculinity.
Yeah, I know. Grunt.
You've got to get down to it, and I think something that I've had reflected back to me is that I go straight in, man. I've kind of lost my ability to not do that. I'm just like, people are like, how you doing? I'm like, I feel like shit today. Oh, okay, cool. How come? Because I didn't sleep because I was up to fucking 7 a.m. painting because I'm fucking insane. And they're like, oh, whoa.
That's
cool.
True. You definitely do that.
Then, yeah, and then that kind of gives people, like, you've just laid your cards on the table, and that gives people the ability to do the same thing, to be like, oh, yeah, dude, I feel like shit too. It's like, all right, man, tell me about it. What's going on?
Yeah, give him permission, man.
Let's fucking talk.
Like, sign a permission slip. Like, yeah, that's true. I fuck with that. That's kind of how we did it in Thailand, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, at Healing House, here's my shit. You know what I mean? This is my shit. And then people are like, oh, that's your shit. I got shit too. Like, all right.
Oh, that looks like mine.
That looks just like my shit.
Yeah, let's compare notes.
2 lumps on that shit? Okay, all right, I see. Yeah, man. This no, go ahead.
And something I've really enjoyed is you talk to people about it, and it really makes you feel less alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because people can either be like, hey, you know, I've been there, or this is how I dealt with that, or hey, I know it sucks right now, but it's going to end. I mean, you feel like shit, so time feels like an internal fucking thing right now, and you feel like you're always going to feel like shit, and it's always going to be the worst, but it's not. And you kind of need other people around you to be like, hey, you've not been feeling shit for that long, it's only been 3 days.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Man, my ex-partner used to do that all the time. Like, I'd get super fucking, go into super depressive, like, periods. And I'd be like, man, like, I felt like this for ages. Like, no, Chris, you've been on a funk for, like, 3 days now. And I'm like, seriously? And she's like, yeah, started on Monday. And I was like, how the fuck do you know that? And the thing is, like, if you're out of it, if you're not in what Matt Backhouse calls a funk,
mm-hmm.
you can see it a lot perfectly, man, but you're in a valley, so you can't look out of it.
Oh, yeah. True.
But people can see where you are and be like, okay, you're here. So I think it's really important as well to kind of set up networks,
mm-hmm.
to set up, like, have a few friends around and be like, hey, I feel like shit, and I want to be able to talk to you about feeling like shit. And when you feel like shit, fucking come to me, and I will be right here for you.
Mm-hmm. But also, you know, you also have to know that you have the capacity for that shit too. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, you know, and my partners in my life have been empaths a lot, and they have taken on other people's shit without dealing with their own. You know what I'm saying? And whether they have to know that they can handle that shit, though. You know what I mean? Like like for you to lay yourself out there like that and be that vulnerable also, but also be that open to take on other people's shit is like, can your legs handle that kind of weight? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to know that about yourself first before you kind of invite that shit, because shit is heavy. Like, just because we had some of the same looking shit don't mean I can also handle your shit right now. You know what I mean?
That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. You cannot fill for a cup that is empty.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so, and I think there's an interesting flip on that like, other people's shit can kind of be easier to deal with, and you can use it as an excuse not to deal with your shit.
Ding, ling-a-ling-ling, a ding-a-ling. That is, I wish I had a sound effect to throw in there, but that's all I got right now. Is that on the board? Survey says... Bing! All right.
But yeah, no, you raise a really good point, man. Like, because I agree, you kind of need to be powerful in yourself. You need to know to hold another person. You have to like be on stable footing.
Yeah. Yeah, at least just a little bit more so. At least a little bit, just a little bit more so. But honestly, but if you can and you know that you have the capacity to do so without fucking yourself up, then do. I'm not against that either. But I want you, I would rather somebody know that about themselves. You know what I mean? And be able to compartmentalize their shit and somebody else's shit. But yeah, we got to. I'm about to wrap up in a second, bro. This has also been great. Let's do another one. Very soon. Chris.
Thank you.
Chris.
Thank you.
All right, man. This might be a thing, man. I might hit you up again. All right.
I would be 100% down for making this a regular thing.
I know you would. All right. Just give me some space. Okay.
All right. I'll respect your boundaries.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to plug my Instagram one more time. Guys, my Instagram is ink.hurst, Hurst. I'm a tattoo artist in Bristol. No, I'm a tattoo artist in fucking Birmingham? Berlin, Germany. If you need any tattoos, if you need any digital work, if you need any fucking oil paintings, hit me up. Fantastic. Binky, amazing to talk to you as always. I fucking love you to bits. Like, I'm always surprised at how intelligent you are compared to, like, how you look, how you put yourself across. But, when you get down to it, there is actually some substance to you. It's interesting.
That's crazy. Yeah, you think that good-looking people don't have brains? Oh, my God. This is a generalist.
I didn't call you good-looking.
I don't care. I don't care. I give a fuck. We know what it is. Come on, got it. Yeah, man. This has been an absolute pleasure, Chris. Seriously, you're dope at this, man. You're really, really good. You keep me on task because I'll leave. Like I noticed myself just leaving the whole.
You love a good story.
I just go off on a tangent about seals and shit, and how I love seals, but I'm scared of sea lions. You know what I mean? But thank you, bro. Seriously, I appreciate you being honest and open as always, and I think this is good for people to hear, man. It's not just. I think it's a good dynamic because it's easier for not just to come from one person's perspective. It's fucking important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about earlier today. Just having people around you that give a fuck about you and give you a different perspective from what you think you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, thank you, bro. I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, this has been dope. Let's continue this. This is Chronicles of a Reformed Fuckboy. My name is Binky. You can get at my shit at Binky1 on Instagram, but also SouthsideRadio.live. This is a dope platform where we're trying new things, and it's a lot of people being open and honest with each other, and it's working out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Minister Bink out.